It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Green Bay Packers. And it comes your way next.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And before kickoff, Charles, quickly your keys to the game.
Well, partner, I could give you the standard ones, turnovers, special teams play. But here's one that doesn't get talked about much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football, gives their defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from Lambeau. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
It's been fun to watch his development through the years, and right now what you see is a very confident quarterback who has a strong sense of self, totally understands the offense, and knows how to get the ball to his playmakers on the run.
Right to the air is Carr. Gets this complete to Shaheed. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And their coach told us the other day that they wanted to get him in a nice groove right out of the gate. And one way to do that, give him quick throws where he can get the ball out of his hand in a hurry, as he did there.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And Kamara's going to have a Saints first down as he'll get this up past the 40.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On play action, it's Carr. Little short pass here to Hill. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Here's 2nd and 7. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Now Carr. They'll get this out to Kamara. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now Carr. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. Called a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
Throwing now is Carr. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 24 now, here's the second down and 6.
Carr. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
To throw, it's Carr. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's third and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Carr now on third and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Taysom Hill from 4 yards out. And the Saints have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. That was a big throw right there on third and goal.
And the defense has to be prepared for you to throw the ball on third and goal. Because really, second down, second and goal, that's your play action time, and you're not sure whether they're going to run it or throw it. Third down, you're usually sure they're probably going to pass it. Even more impressive that they got it done. And on the opening drive of the game.
Blake Groupie now for the extra point.
And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
And at the start of Jordan Love's NFL career, he had one of the best seats in the stadium watching Aaron Rodgers work. But now he's looking for more than that. Rocket arm, big play potential, and he wants to show this organization that he's capable of being a dependable starter for the foreseeable future.
Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10.
At about the 32.
In motion right goes Reed.
Off the play fake, Love.
This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Reed. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards for number 11. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Naturally so. The defense was keyed in on everyone but the back on that play, and it took them an extra second to react when he got the carry. It's still a tough third down to pick up here, but a lot more manageable after an excellent carry on second down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5.
So now make that a second sack for them on this drive.
And Brandon, we hear it every week when we go out to do a game. Everyone talks about playing complementary football. Their offense goes down and scores. They see that, and they want to back them up, and that they did, getting 2 sacks on this first drive.
On 4th down, the Packers call on Daniel Whelan to punt. Deep for New Orleans is Rashid Shaheed.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive.
They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Now Carr. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Kamara up the middle. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving the running back a crease to run through, and that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
To throw his Carr.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Carr.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Carr now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Throwing middle, and it's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. This one taken in by Lambeau. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Here's Carr to throw. That's Lambeau bringing in another one. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
They need 2. Here's third down. In motion, the tight end. Carr going to throw. And it's caught. The tight end Hill. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to convert on third and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Coming left is Kamara. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Carr. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They wanted to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit of the first quarter. Now they are set up first and goal.
From the gun, it's Carr. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Groupie for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Play fake. Here's Love. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Love. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Love. That is caught. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 41-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the 1st.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On play action. Love to throw. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, But how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. To throw now, here's Love.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Love now. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
In motion right, Dobbs.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Christian Watson.
25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Packers have cut it back within a score.
So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. That time, a 9-play drive.
And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Saints offense and Derek Carr ready for this next possession. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
And Shaheed going to go in motion.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Now Carr.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So on 4th down, Matthew Hayball out to punt for New Orleans.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over.
And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball,
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Love looking to throw it. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Love, they go play action now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
They're quickly out wide. This is Watson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. This 2nd and 4. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer 1st down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Here's Love. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman, the ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Play action this time with Love. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 13-yard line. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
I feel like I'm back in school. What was that book, you know? It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. This has been a tale of 2 quarters so far. They trailed 14-0 after 1. How about the rally we've been watching?
Yeah, a couple of touchdowns. PAT here to tie it up. This is a good ball game all of a sudden. Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied at 14. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Saints offense and the veteran Alvin Kamara getting set for this next possession. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating him up right now. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
To throw, it's Carr. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
On play action, now Carr. Open man is Hill, he's got it. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Carr. Throw out wide is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So on 4th down, Matthew Hayball on to punt. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. Throwing, Love. That's taken in by Watson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off the play fake, Love. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Jacobs. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Operating from the gun. Love. Flush to his right. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jordan Love taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Packers have taken the lead.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled. And wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. That time a 6-play drive. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. Sideline throw is caught by Valdez-Scantling. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An out cut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Now Carr. Open man left side. Shaheed has it. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Throwing now is Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Again, they'll throw with Carr.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's Carr. Little short pass here to Hill. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines.
The Packers offense and running back Josh Jacobs set to take over once more. Now, he's been a tough man to stop in this first half. He's putting up some big numbers already, and we have yet to reach halftime.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. Now Love. And Watson has it right side. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Play fake. Here's Love.
Right side to Watson.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
The Packers on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. On play action. Love to throw. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
Remember, Brandon, he ran for a touchdown earlier, so his decision to go ahead and tuck it and go again turned out to be a wise one.
And the decision is what is important here. He has made some good decisions on when to tuck it and go. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Demario Davis there on the stop.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 9.
To pass. Here's Jordan Love. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Reed. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
And I think he just wanted to give the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
So third and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Love. That is caught. Touchdown. Tucker Kraft. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Now McManus for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Carr. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now, Carr again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even have a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling the back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Now a play fake. Carr. Connection made on the out route to Valdez-Scantling. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The final shot here before half for Carr. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
It was an excellent first half from quarterback Jordan Love. He threw 2 touchdown passes, ran for another, as his guys have the lead at halftime. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Packers offense and quarterback Jordan Love heading back out onto the field. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Love, they go play action now. That's going to be caught downfield by Reed. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Play action this time with Love. That's to Kraft for tight end. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 24 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Throwing. Love. And he's got it. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Jacobs. Diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown.
what a luxury it is to be able to call a bowling ball like Josh Jacobs down near the goal line. 5'10", 220 pounds, and he's not afraid to get in there and get the tough yards. He finishes off this drive with a touchdown run.
McManus now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Well, now how about this return? And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and made him a real weapon in the passing game. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 41, here's 2nd and 3. To throw his Carr. Little short pass here to Hill. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the short catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Trying the left side with Kamara. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd and 7. They run it again with Kamara. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Carr going to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 35. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Great stop by Devontae Wyatt, breaking through the line and stopping it cold.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Carr. Little short pass here to Hill. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Here's Carr to throw. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
To throw, it's Carr. Slant pass complete to Olave. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Chris Olave from 19 yards away. And the Saints get a bit closer. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
A point after, good by Groupie. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as we roll through some of the highlights, we see how crucial he's been to their success in this one. When he's in this type of a groove and his offensive linemen are creating running lanes for him, he can really put on a show, and he's done so here. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And complete once again to Watson. Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out. Off the play fake, Love. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
Still 15 yards to go, 2nd down. Love looking to throw it. Caught on the right side, Reed. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. John Fitzpatrick, 27 yards. And the Packers are able to extend their lead.
Did you see how the linebackers froze for just a second? That's why you run play action. You want to keep them rooted in the spot and create a little bit of extra space so your tight end can find some room behind them. And then the quarterback finds his target downfield, and he turns it into 6 points.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the result, a Green Bay score. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Derek Carr and the Saints set to go back on offense. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 53 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Carr now to throw. Gets this complete to Shaheed. No gain on the play. And it'll be second down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Carr. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line. That third down conversion good for 23.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now Carr. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And they'll get this down to the 10. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, it's Carr. This will be caught at about the 6. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Again, they'll throw with Carr. This is caught. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. Here's Carr. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints are able to cut into that deficit. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Groupie able to add the PAT. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. That time a 9-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the left sideline. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jaden Reed, 78 yards. And the Packers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead is up to 18 now. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Carr going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10. at their own 26. He'll start with a give to Kamara. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Carr. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Taking it about the 16. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now 3rd down and 7. In motion goes the tight end. To throw now. Here's Love. That is caught. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Jacobs. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Here now a 3rd down and 8. Love. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, Almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. They run it with Jacobs, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down and 6 now.
Running it with Jacobs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 124 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Jacobs now. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Able to find his man, Kraft. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Love now.
Right side to Watson. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Josh Jacobs taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Now McManus for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now Carr. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Carr going to throw.
That'll be taken in by Shaheed.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 44-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Carr to throw again.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 3.
Here's Carr to throw.
The pass caught by Olave.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Now Carr again. On the check down, he finds Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now a 2nd and 2.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
69 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
2nd down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line. Shotgun now for Carr. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 4 yards out. And the Saints are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Here's Groupie for the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Jacobs going to try the middle. Fights through and now a crease. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Tucker Kraft, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Packers are able to stretch out their lead. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Extra point from McManus is good. And they open the lead up now to 25. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
To throw his Carr. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now Carr. Back to Kamara for another catch. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. And it's gonna be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Packers are gonna get the football back in excellent field position.
4th down and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise, but how about the coverage? They're able to bat it down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Now the Saints coming back out ready to go for this next drive.
And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Now Carr.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. And here they get it to him again on the screen, and it turns into a nice positive play.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Here's Carr.
Finds his man. That's Olave on the crossing route.
And he's got this down to the 35.
10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it's 2nd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
From the gun, it's Carr.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because He really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring up 4th down. And it's a memorable catch because it's the single best reception performance in a game in league history.
How much fun has this been today for us, though, to watch this type of performance, Mr. Glue Fingers himself establishing a brand new record in the NFL.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
And he'll be brought down with the 1st down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Carr now to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. A good 1st down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
And good yardage there on 1st down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Again, it's Carr.
Touchdown, Saints. Chris Olave with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one. Groupie for the extra point.
And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told.
And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.